What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe. And the recipient of Hot Topics is going to be Tookie. That's right. Stanley Tookie Williams. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got on Hot Topics today. So I was sliding down social media, watching some of those good gang documentaries. And I ran into a few segments on Stanley Tookie Williams. So, I decided to merge these segments, and give my spin and my take as far as the health effect. Now, the reason why I chose this because this was monumental, you feel me, for the beginning stages of me, and which led me astray in the beginning, of me, hopping off the porch. So I was sitting here trying to think of the time in remembrance that I first heard of the name Tookie, and I just could not come myself to format and bring myself. But I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that I think the first time that I really became familiar in or heard of Tookie and started getting to understand for his identity and who he was in the Monster Cody book, as well as I tell a lot of people that Monster Cody in the beginning was instrumental, to me being off the porch, and cripping and stuff like that. So reading his book, Tookie name come up a few times as far as, who he looked up to coming up. They stayed on the same block. He was a young dude, at Tookie House buffing, He said these dudes, will be off that PCP all day, getting looted off that Sherm, that's all they did. So at an early age, he was on to the same thing. Now, as coming up in the halls and acquiring as well as thrusting myself into the fire as far as obtaining a reputation and building your name, Monster and both Tookie was instrumental people, and they both had books. And as I got into gangbanging, as I got into working out and stuff like that, Monster book was instrumental. It was like a Bible to me because we was from the same hood. And then Tookie was right there up a close second. Although Tookie wasn't A-Trade, Tookie was Westside Crip, and Tookie was off 69th Street, which is the A-Trade's territory, and he's rotated, what, that community, that is his community, that is his community, Westside Crips, by way of the A-Trade gangsters, when they made their transition and wanted their own identity and break away from the Westside thing. Now, going through the halls, camps, all that, anybody that been there with me, Baby Tookie was a nickname that the police had gave me because I was also of African American descent. I was Crippin'. I was out the same area as Tookie. I had a big afro. And, I was on swole. I was right. That's all I did. Buffed every day. Any police in that jail that knew me, two things they gonna say about me is, who made Trey, and or the government. He's quiet. He gonna whoop some feet, and he's gonna bust down and work out. And that's just how it went, man. Stayed minding my business, but with trouble, leered and hopped out. I definitely handled my business, you feel me? I definitely pushed the cold line, when lines thought they was going to entwine with mines and or be pressed. So that was a nickname that I had from the police, and I wore that nickname well, decoratedly well. I even had police go on websites and computers and blow pictures up for me and Tookie and all type of stuff like that. Like I said, that's how I was rocking. They used to call me Baby Tookie for sure. Now, as of during that time, like in the beginning, Tookie was everything for me because I was under the impression that he was the founder of the Crips, that he was King Crip. That's how I was being sold. But later on, getting higher, in advanced levels, in his gang lifestyle, whether it was from a camp to elite to YA, from elite to YA, to, the penitentiary, I started learning. And like you run across a group of Crips and everybody else has different stories. You said everybody want to insert themselves in the story. Everybody, I was there for when this happened, all type of stuff. But through all the history and stuff I've learned, I've come to what I think what is the truth. Tookie was not the founder nor co-founder. You know what I'm saying? The founder was Raymond Washington, and I wasn't there. This is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is just my belief from talking to different people and rotating. Donald Archie will be the co-founder as far as the West Side. Now, you're going to have a lot of other hoods because they might beef with your hoods. They older homies going to say this. They going to thrust themselves in there. Oh, no, it wasn't like this or it wasn't like that. Hey, it is what it is. Everybody got an opinion. I'm just telling you mine. So, from there, Donald Archie, which is Sweetback, my understanding is the person who inserted Tookie and brought Tookie around, you know what I'm saying, after the merge with him and Raymond Washington. And it just seems that Tookie was more into character to where everybody else played the backfield. He was the one on Swole, willing to get on camera, and probably was around there kicking up a lot of dust, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, bulldozing and being on that to where that stigma stuck with him, like, oh man, this him, man, he the one, you know what I'm saying? So it happens like that sometimes, but I don't want to hold you guys any longer, you know what I'm saying? We about to get into this content, and you already know it's the halfway and the half effect we're going to commentate.
In the 1940s, black gangs first spawned in L.
I said Kobe Bryant, and from the first 3 championship rings, was the sidekick. I called him Robin to Batman. Right?
True, yeah.
You said that's true?
Yeah.
Okay. He disagreed. He said he's Batman to Superman.
No.
Or 1B.
No.
The fuck is 1B to 1A? Number 2, right?
2, if so.
Who is Batman to Superman? Batman is just a dude that put on a suit, right? Sure. Superman is what? A whole alien.
He's a different dude.
He's a alien.
Batman movie film.
No, he's an alien. No, what I'm saying, he's an alien.
I'm just saying,
right?
Batman movie.
When he puts the cape on, when he puts the cape on, he's still an alien. He's still Superman.
Sure ain't found Superman.
When Batman take his cape, he's a regular nigga. Both ways.
Now, I'm not going to go that far and call Kobe no regular dude.
No, what I'm saying is
Bruce Wayne was never no fucking.
He was never regular. He was never regular. I can't.
Hey, that's my playhouse.
No, but
What I'm
different.
saying is-
Shaq is different though.
What I'm saying is Superman to Batman. Superman to Batman. Batman to Robin.
No.
What did Shaq call him?
Batman.
Shaq said,
Batman.
"Hey, it's
Shaq-
Superman and Batman."
Shaq was very respectful, especially after
He was
passed.
being respectful.
Very-
So we're gonna have
what?
Shaq.
No, I'm just saying. You know when people die, people kind of get like extra sentimental. Like,
I get it.
so it's tough to even kind of
He
talk
called
about
him
it. But
Batman
Damn,
after
y'all
the
gonna tell
third
Shaq what he
championship.
was- what he
Now,
was saying.
what is Batman and Superman? Who is Superman and Batman? Who is 1 and who's 2?
Superman's over Batman. Everybody.
Okay.
What?
What movie that you
What's the Justice League? Do you know what the Justice League is?
We're talking about basketball.
Man, I'm about to say we're not going to go there. In real time, we know that it was Shaq though. In real time, we know it was Shaq.
Hold on, the team with both of them. Against both of them. During that same time, right?
Yeah.
Time that we speak of. Who's option 1, who's option 2?
Oh, it's clear. Man, it was very clear.
The whole world knew it was clear. You was in middle school. Nigga, you was in middle school. You was in middle school. We there in real time. No.
They should have won without him.
Middle school.
We're there in real time.
Should have won without him.
Middle
What?
school.
They should have won without him.
Dude, junior high school at that point.
He did. He left a year later and won it with D-Wade.
You're talking about. So
And Lakers.
they was together. They came in together.
Nigga,
One got traded and the other one got drafted that year.
are you gonna box out? Are you gonna box out?
He like
We got Shaq. We got Shaq. No, we got Shaq. And we traded for
Hey, Josiah, can we clip it so these two
These two
niggas agree?
This could be Kobe
Bean Bryant.
I agree.
was a sidekick.
Shaquille O'Neal, the first 3 rings.
And Shaquille O'Neal has said on multiple occasions, Kobe Bryant was never a sidekick to me.
He averaged 16
When did he
points
say
a game in the first finals.
When did he say?
Cole.
When did he say it?
That first finals, he's
Oh, man.
When did he say it?
He said it on
Did he say it when he was
podcast.
playing?
He said it on
Did he
podcast.
say it when he was playing
I don't care.
basketball?
I know
He
he said it.
That,
It's on
yeah,
record.
you know that first one?
He was never a fucking sidekick.
No, he was not. Now, a 19-year-old is not a sidekick. A 20-year-old is not a sidekick to Shaquille O'Neal, who's the MVP. The whole league was a sidekick to this nigga. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Hey, Kobe has a whole interview where he said he was people like him was gonna say, man, it ain't good enough for me to just win 3 because I'm playing in the shadow of him. And he know, because he gotta practice against me every day. He know I ain't no motherfucking sidekick. Ask him. He know I was so you can tell when niggas don't like Kobe. You niggas don't like Kobe. It's Kobe B, 24/7, 365. Y'all niggas don't sweat when y'all see me because it's Kobe all day. It's never gonna be enough. It's never gonna be enough.
You know what the funny
It's
part is?
never gonna be enough because he can't fight for himself. And I promise you, we wouldn't be having these conversations, bro.
The conversation was already happening
These
way before he was in
I'm about to say the conversation
Like niggas, Jesus is playing for themselves. Because if somebody talking so crazy about somebody living in
Nobody said no
what
crazy.
you talking about? What you mean?
In real time, that's what it was.
Let's speak on that.
What's crazy in real time, that's what it was. Shaq was the bigger star. Shaq was bigger everything. What are you talking about? Who was the bigger star? Shaq was the bigger star. Shaq was the
Being doubled in triple team
When?
in the playoffs.
No, what year?
win.
2000, 2001, 2002. You want me to bring the footage up? You want me to bring the footage up? All them easy baskets that Shaq was getting.
You're talking about 2002, 3 arms. You're talking about the 3rd year when he was the number 1 option.
You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm giving you
What are you talking
context of what I'm talking about.
You're talking about
There's footage. I didn't have to be there. There's footage. There's footage. You didn't have to be there. You can watch it. But you can watch it. Regardless of you there or not, I can play the footage and say, look, that's enough there. I can say, regardless of anything else. I can say, look, and this footage, y'all were double here.
In the 2000 finals, Kobe Bryant averaged 15.6 points a game.
Now it's time to make a play. Now when I play, I talk.
I can't believe y'all going against this.
You're talking about 2003. You're talking about 2003.
I can't believe y'all forcing this conversation.
I'm talking about the 96 to 2000.
He averaged 15 points a game in the first championship. The first final, he averaged 15 a game. Is that not the side? You understand? If he averaged 15 points a game,
We're having a
he averaged 15 points a game.
It's weird, man.
You ask the question. First championship was 15. You're saying that he was Batman in the first championship, the 19-year-old. Okay, we can move. You got to do something.
What that say? That say 15 points a game in the finals. So you really argue that?
I guess every Prince swaggy basketball shoes. Full conversation.
Keep the talking. Talking about Shaq dunking on your ass. Let's just keep this shit back.
Let's keep this thing moving. Damn, this dude want to talk about I was there. Let's keep. He want to look at some footage first, nigga. That was
The footage you're going to look for is 2003 moving on.
Listen,
I know what footage you're going to look for.
Listen, when you look at the first championship, when we got swept,
championship. Yeah. 4 games in a row. There was no game plan that included us double teaming Kobe Bryant.
But you couldn't go to Kobe.
I have to go. It was wrong. Go look at Shaq average in the finals against us.
I can go by the right now. There was no double on shot. I called Mike Bennett. There was no double on him yet.
Yo, Nick,
When he turned it, that 2002, 2003,
That's when he.
when he did what he did against the Spurs and they won the championship, that right there is what turned him into the new guy. And that's when the NBA stepped in and said, "Yeah, we're gonna play the zone. We're gonna go zone use." And that's when the zone came in. No, use it.
that man had
I want to see the footage.
That's great.
You got footage of old finals. Let's talk about current finals.
I know when you turned into. I know when you turned into.
So this is the thing, right?
I'm not delusional.
So this is the thing. So just because we say this man was him, we're not saying Kobe Bryant was the fucking best thing too, right? We're not saying
It's
this.
it's Robin is.
Robin is saying you helped me when I needed him. But this dude, Shaquille O'Neal, was a fucking different animal doing that work.
100%. There's no denying that though.
Most dominant ever. Like, has anybody ever challenged when he said it?
So no, that's why I feel like
So attacking Superman is diminishing Shaq for calling Kobe Batman.
Why he got the most dominant player trait?
Because I'm not saying Superman to Robin. I said Batman to Robin. Batman to Robin. He changed his Superman to Batman. No matter how you do it.
let's keep this moving.
One A, one B. B.
He's not Robin.
B to Batman. To Batman.
That's all he's trying to say. You don't want to. Hey,
It's the Batman.
arguing semantics. I ain't arguing semantics.
Ain't no semantics. Robin is a sidekick to Batman and Superman are the main guys. 2 guys are main. You niggas got it fucked up.
No.
Robin is a sidekick. Bezos and Elon, when they're in the same room, one nigga's poor. They may all war when they away from each other, they both the number one option. When they together, one is the back.
No matter how you like it, that's just what
One
it
is
is.
Robin to Batman. One can do more shit than the other.
One can call the other brother.
LeBron said that Bronny can call him GOAT. One player that won't be called LeBron GOAT anytime soon is former NBA guard Mario Elie. So Elie was the 7th round pick in 1985 that went on to win 3 chips in his career with the Rockets and Spurs. So during a recent appearance on the Willie D Show, Elie took issue with how Bron and other players in the league are teaming up to win championships.
All these guys want to join each other, will and play with each other. No, I want to beat you. I want to beat you. LeBron, you say you're the GOAT. Why you joining Bosh and, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing that in the 90s. Like Dream calling Jordan up. You want to link up? And calling Bird and Magic up. Y'all want to link up and play? You hear those old school dudes talk. They don't want to. I want to beat you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to join you. These boys want it easy right now. This the AAU era right now. Well, everybody want it easy. Everybody want it easy. LeBron want Anthony Davis. Who else you want, LeBron? He's all about you to go. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, great player, love him. But everybody want to play buddy ball, you know, instead of just having a league competition.
Your favorite TV shows are on YouTube. Enjoy the latest releases. That's great news.
Never turn our back on family. The currency is attention.
Get Max, Paramount Plus, Stars, and more. Find your favorite movies and TV on YouTube.
Tisha.
So, Rashad, does Mario Elie have a point, or is he hating?
Yeah, that's a chat.
We're taking the chance to work for it.
We're gonna do the guys a chat because this is just real nigga shit for me. And I think that's what everyone feels, and just everyone has to take sides and say opposite. But
I think when it all happened, everybody felt the same type of way. And KD did it, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's like, paved the way for it. Let's go play.
Did they feel that way when the Celtics did? Or were they older, so
Older, and it was, you know what I'm saying?
still marquee
It was
names?
like, and you look at it like after that, like with him playing with who he played with and who they are, you know what I'm saying? It's like, he said, imagine the guys that we played with going to team up with other superstars.
Did he team up with Houston?
He not LeBron.
It don't matter. Did he go to a team and team up with Houston?
It don't
For a
matter.
ring?
It does matter. Caliber.
Did he run
He's
the
a corner nigga.
Okay.
He's a corner nigga.
So how did Drexler get there? For them to win the championship?
He got traded free agent. I don't know. That was Vod.
Via trade.
That was Vod's decision. And then they played together in college.
He wanted to go to.
They played
Because he
together.
wanted to go what?
But he wanted to play with the.
Say it again.
He wanted to go to.
No, we're not gonna soften this shit up. He wanted to go to a contending team to win a championship. It don't matter how you put the fucking sugar in the cake. You can put it first, you can put it last. Trust me, it's gonna taste the same. So no matter how you want to look at it, a superstar went to go team up with another superstar and they won championships. No matter how you want to pretend you did it, you did it. And that's the thing that I don't like about these dudes. When Charles Barkley want to throw shots, you asked for a trade, and the two teams was number 1 and 2 in the Western Conference. So stop the bullshit.
This is Mario.
Michael Jordan, when you lost Horace Grant, you went out to replace him with a fucking juggernaut. Don't pretend that you didn't do this shit.
But this is Mario saying that.
It don't
This is
matter.
not Charles Barkley.
He said it?
This is not Clyde Drexler saying it. And they would be hypocrites if they did say it. But that's not who's saying it. Mario is the corner nigga saying, man, I do not like the way this shit look. He probably didn't like the way it looked when they won it. Maybe.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe.
You was salty.
Right?
Well, I'll take
You know what I'm saying? Because he played on multiple teams that won championships. So his pedigree of being a competitor, he doesn't agree with the landscape. Just like me. I don't agree with the landscape either.
But the landscape, the landscape is different, right? Then they threw games because they wasn't happy with the teams. Back then, out some of those players' mouths, they didn't. When they wanted out, they didn't perform the way they wanted to, but they played good enough to get to go for the trade. Like I still want to go. So if they didn't like the situation, they got out of this situation. When free agency hits, they couldn't even afford. They couldn't even afford to take a hit, right? Like so, when there was a free agent, I'm a free agent, and my team offered me this deal, and another team, there was no. That money was so different then. These guys they make so much. It's designed for a free agent not to leave his hometown, right? So when LeBron leaves, you have to think about how much money that they didn't walk away from money like that.
Let me give you an example. KG was trying to make his decision on where he was going to go. When he was leaving Minnesota. This is my second year. I remember like it was yesterday. 2 places he refused to go to. You know what those 2 places was? Phoenix, San Antonio.
Phoenix,
San Antonio.
So his
2 rivals was Amari and Tim Duncan. He did not want to be traded for them. He did not want to go play with them. Because they was his rivals.
Because he didn't like.
Who was your rivals when you played? That you be like, I would never want to go play with him. I want to kill him every time I play against him. There's no way in hell I'm going to go team up with him. Did you have one?
No, but
probably never.
But
so KG, this is what he's coming from that element of, man, if you got a rival and the niggas